have Spectrum. You have a transit depot, salt spreaders. This is one of the last industrial spots in Manhattan. And there's already a plan. So you'll see to our left are big train yards. This station in front of us is more than 100 years old. You can find pictures online. It doesn't really look any different. The neighborhood around it looks different, but it looks different. I'm going to flip onto the sidewalk here because there's almost never anyone on the sidewalk other than people who are it's a big business in washing the interior and exterior of cars, usually along here. Again, as car washes disappear out of Manhattan. I don't always ride on the sidewalk, but as you can see, it's a giant sidewalk. There's no one here because nobody comes in and out of this building except for two entrances. Here you can see they also do air conditioning and heater repair. So if you want to boost for your car air conditioning, you can come up here. This is one of the last stops to get food before we're going to head on to the Harlem River Drive. I guess there are people here. I'm going to get onto the roadway, get off the sidewalk here. The car washes, as I described. Here's that entrance. You can see the giant rail yard. Cars parked here. Why not me riding here? Here's a guy washing the interior of a car. Back onto the roadway. That's the bridge to the Bronx. We go the other way. Alright. Normally I ride in the lane over there. It's only for a block or two. And it's all double parked. So now here's the, I don't really know the right way of doing this. I guess I could go down there. Here's what I do. I sort of go over here and then I find my way onto the right road. Side of Inwood. Parking, car washes, wedding palaces. We're making our way to this is not what I call an hospitable car. Could have pulled in, totally unnecessary, but since it's such a quiet day, not the usual traffic, I'm going to cut over here. Unless this guy's turning in also. Yes, he is. Oh, he's making a U-turn, an illegal U-turn. Who am I to judge? So I'm illegally turning also. But there are a couple of ways you can go south from right here. One is through this roadway, which I call the Harlem River Drive. I guess technically it has another name. The other is to go through the park. All right.
Passing.
Now we're going to go down the Harlem River Drive. There should be a lot less traffic than the Greenway on the West Side Highway. It's not quite as scenic because you're looking at the Bronx instead of looking at New Jersey. 6 of one, half of this in the other, but you'll see. The East River is not quite as beautiful, but it's a nice path, and one that I think is underutilized. You know, Bike Snob, the famous bloggist, uses this a lot. There's supposed to be bike lanes and people lanes. As you can see, bike lanes aren't quite being accepted, but again, there's room to get around. Why be? A nice thing to do. If I'm in that park over there, just go over the bridge, the high bridge. It's been open now for, I don't know, 5 or 6 years. And it's a short ride. There's some nice places to ride the Bronx. You can ride to the Hall of Fame of Great Americans. But today, we're just going to focus on getting back to the Upper West Side. This pothole, by the way, has been here for at least 4 years. So anyway, I think it's quite beautiful. See, there's not nearly the traffic here. In the winter, this is completely empty. A little scary if you're not a native. You may not want to ride here by yourself. It's also not well lit in the winter.